Hello friends, welcome to today's Spark session. In this session, we are going to learn a small trick on Spark optimization. And this trick is all about InferSchema and how we define a predefined schemas. We all know that like while reading a CSV file, if we want to directly infer a schema from a CSV file, we can we can define an option in which we can set it as InferSchema as a true or false. Whereas in other case, if we don't want to do that, we can also go ahead and predefine a schema using a struct type or else a case class, and from that we can infer a schema from that. So here in this video, we are going to check which one is the optimized way and which one gives us a better response and performance. Let us get started, and for this demo we are going to use the Databricks notebook. That being said, let us log into our Databricks Community Edition and start with our demo. I had opened a Databricks Community Edition and also created a notebook for our demo purpose, and I named it as InferSchema Performance, and also created a cluster and started it. This is the file location, and the file that we are going to deal with today is the US population related data, and this data contains the census information of the US city. Like here you can see the first column is a header column. I have just given it without any header or anything. You can see here, so it created as underscore C1 underscore C2 something like that, and I have around 157 rows in this file, and header column with the 6 columns. So this is the data file that we are going to deal. That being said, let us move on. Here we are going to split it into 3 parts. First part will be without InferSchema. I am giving a header as true and reading the file, and also giving the option as delimiter as pipe symbol. Let me run this. So the job got completed. Here in this, the one notable thing is we have given a header as true, so it has taken all the columns from the file. Here you can also see the Spark job which reads through the file, and it will read only the first row, and it will take the column names, and it is assigning string value, string data type for all the columns. This is since we are not giving a InferSchema as true, as you all know that, and in production this is not the case. We obviously need a data type in order to perform the operations. Like if we need to perform any numerical operations, it needs to be a integer column or else a double or float. So in that case, you need to give it as an InferSchema to get the data types. So let me give the second option with InferSchema. Again, to say like the spark.read.csv, the data frame reader, is neither action nor a transformation. So here you can see like the Spark job got triggered, but it actually doesn't read the file. It actually doesn't do anything with the file. It just create a tag which will says like these are all the things that has to be done to get into the action. So here while I'm giving an InferSchema as true, we can find the data type has been assigned to each of the columns, and in Spark if I'm giving InferSchema as true, it is noted that like it will read through the entire CSV file. The Spark will automatically go through the CSV file and infer the schema of each columns. This requires an extra pass over the file, which will result in reading the entire file to get the data types of each columns. Like here you can see in this job, let me open this job, and in DAG visualization you can see it scanned, it deserialized, and it also has a map partition which confirms us like it reads through the entire file to get the data types of each columns, and it also reads through the first row to get the header column. So this is the thing that is happening. That is why the Spark job is also showing here. And the third option is to define a schema, predefined schema. We are going to use a defined schema, and here I have defined a schema of struct type, and I have given data types, appropriate data types, and I'm using the schema while reading the file. So let me run this. Here the quick thing that you can notice, like here there is no Spark job that is getting triggered, and since we don't need to read the entire file, or else we don't need to have to read a header column, so this Spark.read with the defined schema doesn't trigger any Spark DAG jobs. And then also you can find the appropriate data types has been assigned to the columns. Also, the another thing that has to be noted is the time taken by a command. Here you can find this is just 39 seconds, whereas the InferSchema and the without InferSchema took around 82 seconds and 95 seconds respectively. So this is for only 156 columns, but whereas if I increase the volumes, then this seconds will get increased, whereas the seconds with the defined schema will not get increased, as there is no Spark jobs to get triggered to read the entire file. And to summarize, in your production, if you are facing the same scenario, try to avoid the infer schema and try to define your own schema, either of struct type or class type, and use that in your code, which will improve your Spark performance much better. And in any unavoidable circumstances, if you are in a position to use infer schema, then try to automate the process by using an infer schema on a day one, and write the output into a lookup file, which will be a input for your defined schema from day 2 onwards. For understanding and for more information about this automation purpose, please comment it below. If there is more comments, I will try to make a video on automation of InferSchema and defined schema. Hope you understood this concept. I will share this code snippet and also the data file in my blog page. I am preparing it. Once it is ready, I will give the link of this code snippet and file that I used here in a description of our video. You can go ahead and use it. If you have any queries, please reach out to me. I am happy to help you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe to my channel and also give a thumbs up signal if you really like my content. Thanks for watching, guys.